It is a truth, generally acknowledged, that we are all longing to escape. I escape, always, to my favourite book, Pride and Prejudice. I've read it so many times now, the words just say themselves in my head, and it's like a window opening. It's like I'm actually there. It's become a place I know so intimately. I can see that world, I can touch it. I can see Darcy. Whoa, Amanda. Now, where was I? I have no right to complain about my life.
I want this account de-jointed, yeah? I want her name gone.
I mean, it's the same for everybody. And
Did you get a shag?
I do what we all do.
Do you want to get a slap?
I take it on the chin. And patch myself up with Jane Austen. I know I sound like this terrible loser. I mean, I do actually have a boyfriend. It's just, sometimes I'd rather stay in with Elizabeth Bennet.
Piranha! I thought you weren't here. I'm not. Michael coming around tonight?
No.
Why isn't he coming around?
Boys' night.
He'll be around after that.
No, he won't. I've told him not to. I have plans that involve nobody except me, i.e. not you either, so go away.
How do I look?
Like you put your lipstick on by eating it.
That's as good as it gets.
You are mistaken, Mr. Darcy. If you suppose that the mode of your declaration affected me in any other way, then as it spared me the concern which I might have felt in refusing you, had you behaved in a more gentlemanlike manner.
Count the number of parties that have been involved in this move up to now. Yeah, that's right. They're really taking charge of the midfield now.
I just want to read my book.
It's quite difficult to see.
What are you doing? Is this you proposing to me?
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Marry me, babes. Make an honest woman of me.
You have no idea, do you? Quite how unromantic that is. Piranha? Ow!
This is most extraordinary. But I beg you, Miss Spencer, to entertain my explanation of it, for it will be truthful, if a little intractable to believe. There is a door, Miss Spencer, in the attic portion of my father's house, which is a place unvisited except by servants and myself. Were this door to open, which it does not, it would give upon the empty air 4 stories high, for there is no room beyond. It is a door entirely without sense. One may not pass through it, try as one might. Until this day, for you, Miss Spencer, have opened this door for me. You are the key.
What makes you think my name is Spencer?
It is tailored in your underthings.
My name is Price, Amanda Price.
How do you do, Miss Price? I'm Elizabeth Bennet.
Yes, I know.
Mines.
Just a minute!
Sweet.
Okay, Elizabeth Bennet in my bathroom. Clearly I'm hallucinating. Why? Too much Austen? My mother would say not enough boyfriend.
Right, he doesn't take drugs, he doesn't knock you about.
This place is a mess.
Yeah, it's called redecorating. It's what women my age do when they get divorced. It's like sex, and you can stop whenever you like for a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Give me a cigarette.
No.
You're telling me who it is I have to marry now, is that it?
I'm reminding you, Amanda, that you are what you are. If you waste your life pretending to be something else, you'll regret it.
I don't trust him, Mum.
Oh, sweetie, he had it off with a waitress.
2 nights running.
God, he's a man. He has appetites.
I have this conversation with Piranha on a regular basis and she never gets it. I am not hung up about Darcy. I do not sit at home with the pause button and Colin Firth and clingy pants, okay? I love the love story. I love Elizabeth. I love the manners and the language and the courtesy. It's become part of who I am and what I want. I'm saying, Mum, that I have standards.
Well, you have standards, pet. I hope they help you on with your coat when you're 70.
I, who have valued myself on my abilities,
who have often disdained the generous candour of my sister and gratified me. And we are engaged. It is settled between us already that we are to be the happiest couple in the world.
Is this not astonishing? Were such a thing at my disposal, I should do little else but toy with it all day.
Miss Bennet, I think I may be having a nervous breakdown. You see, I am a real person, and you are a pretend person. You are the creation of Jane Austen.
I'm not acquainted with this person.
You are a character in a book. This one, written by her 200 years ago.
It grieves me, Miss Price, that I must presume to dispute with you. I have my fleshly envelope. Has you yours?
Tell me something I couldn't possibly know. Please, a piece of information that simply doesn't exist in my brain. Just do it.
Netherfield Park is let.
No, I know that.
But you cannot. The news was fetched only this morning. I have told no one but Lady Ambrosia.
I know about Mr. Darcy everything. But you don't. You haven't met him yet. Okay, something else, please.
The part of Russian America that most intrudes into the Arctic Sea is called Point Barrow.
I've never heard of Russian America.
It occupies the northernmost territory in the west of the Americas.
Well, that's Alaska.
I've never heard of Alaska.
Show me the door, Miss Bennet. That's not a door. I mean, it could have been a door, but look, it's part of the wall. It's got all the pipey stuff behind there. The plumbing.
Yet it is the way I entered. Miss Price, but this is assuredly my house.
Sorry, miss, but are you dining tonight? Mr. Bennet likes to know what number to expect at table.
Please advise Mr. Bennet that I will be down directly. I was just, looking for him.
Yes, Mum.
Whom shall I say has given the master this message, Ma'am?
A friend of Miss Elizabeth. Okay, this is seriously weird and I want to go home. Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
I have said, Mamma, that if I am to be received at Netherfield, I shall dress myself in silk. And both running trousers, so I shall.
Lydia, as your father has signally declined to call on Mr. Bingley, the notion of such an excursion is entirely fanciful. It be such a sniffing.
Split a windpipe. I mean, good heavens, forgive me, but the noise in this palace of lunacy is more than a reading man can bear. So you are Elizabeth's friend?
Yes, Amanda Price, sir.
How marvellous to have the society of ladies who are not promiscuous with speech. Allow me to introduce myself across the wasteland of the servants' stairs. I am Elizabeth's father, Claude Bennett.
Claude? You're kidding.
Doubtless it exposed me to some comments around the font, but it was the name my parents chose. So, you are not a local person, Miss Price?
I rent in Hammersmith. It's an area of London.
I've driven through a pleasant place that bears the name, but it was some miles from London.
I suppose it would have been.
And you are acquainted with Lizzie how?
Known Elizabeth for years.
Until yesterday, I had not heard her talk of you. But it is eminently possible she has made many great speeches on the subject, and I have merely forgot. Old age, Mr. Price. I find I cannot recommend it. My wife. Lizzie has told you about our thrilling new neighbour.
Mr. Bingley?
Pleasant enough fellow, not strong on brains. I called on Bingley this forenoon. Haven't told my wife that, but she enjoys the suspense.
We really are right at the beginning, aren't we?
You do make the most refreshingly elliptical conversation, Miss Price. So, Lizzie has gone to Hammersmith to see you, but you have come to Longbourn to see her. You will forgive me for observing that the arrangement seems to have a flaw. Oh dear, are you quite well?
I do feel a bit unusual. Might I go back upstairs?
Of course. We can dissect this matter further on the morrow. Take Lizzie's bed. She claims it is tolerable soft. Sleep well in it.
Thank you.
Well, I call it perverse. Mr. Bingham's been in residence a week.
Bingley, Mamma.
Not quite a mile to present his card. I said Bingley.
You said Bingham.
If you persist in contradicting me, Lydia, you will go to your room.
Willingly. I'm as like to meet a husband there as anywhere else in this house.
Lydia, sit down at once. Mr. Bennet.
Oh, am I here?
Elizabeth.
Miss Price. I did not mean to startle you.
No. It's,
Papa sent us to see that you knew Lizzie's room, but clearly...
Yes. Thank you. You're Kitty, aren't you? And you're Mary. I've read so much about you, I feel I know you.
Read?
Heard.